Take a look at one of the most coveted SUVs out there in today's video, the Tesla Cybertruck. We look at the design story behind its peculiar shape and how it came about. So make sure to watch the video to the end to find out all the details. Tesla Cybertruck. Is it just the name that stands out, or the whole out-of-the-world design? During the time of its launch, the Cybertruck produced a revolutionary reimagining of a traditional pickup truck. All those stainless steel physiques and wedge profiles make it look exactly like a movie prop. And it isn't so surprising that many people have tons of questions regarding its design aspect. So why wait? Let's get straight into it. Hey Tesla lovers, and welcome to Tesla Vibes, where we bring you the fresh and best updates on Tesla and Elon Musk. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for the latest updates. So let's hop on. The Cybertruck was primarily proposed to provide renewable energy sources equal to almost 6,500 trucks running on fossil fuel power. As cool and happening as it sounds, the entire concept took nearly 7 years for Musk to make it. It was around 2012 that Musk wished to build a truck, confirming the production to start in 5 years' time. Musk wanted to create a modified version of the Ford F-250 into a pickup and carry truck. With nearly about 5 years of preparation, Musk was finally able to put his background ideas into reality. The prototype vehicle was launched with a cyberpunk style and resembling a futuristic armored personnel carrier. After getting the patent and modifying the prototype several times, the truck was finally launched under a graffiti-themed logo of Cybertruck. Now, that's the history, so let's see what the present and the future of the Cybertruck has in store for us. Starting with the structure, as we mentioned earlier, a run on the road, indeed the visuals are stunning, and it makes the other cars look outdated. The truck is super powerful. The body's put together by cold-rolled stainless steel, just like a refrigerator or the DeLorean, which starred in the Back to the Future movies. During Cybertruck's blast-off event, we pointed out that the steel bodywork required frequent cleaning to remove fingerprints. We also watched Tesla's head of design, Franz von Holzhausen, whirl a sledgehammer into the driver's door panel, leaving no visible damage. That clearly shook millions who were watching it live. Though we haven't validated the claim, Tesla presented pictures of the Cybertruck unveil of a stainless steel body panel that had been shot by a 9mm bullet at a distance of 10 meters. Aside from black blots at the impact site, the Cybertruck's hardened stainless steel bodywork seemed undamaged. So unless you've got some bad boy chasing you behind with some rockets, you're safe to go. By contrast, Cybertruck's so-called transparent metal glass got on not as well. In order to demonstrate its stability, Tesla's head of design, Franz von Holzhausen, held a heavy metal ball at the driver's window, promptly breaking it down. Assuming the failure was a fluke, Tesla's president Elon Musk suggested Franz try the rear window. It rapidly shattered too. So while side portions of the Cybertruck may very well be bulletproof, the glass is not, so don't try anything like that. If you ask me what's special in it, what isn't? Does any car currently on the market come with such a feature? Nope. So coming back to the design aspect, usually any design has its buffs and haters at the same time. Do you remember when the Apple AirPods were launched? But more often than not, they either become a marketable slam after coming to be an icon, or they become a basis of study for the future markets to learn how not to design something. But the Tesla Cybertruck's layout seems to many, including me at its introduction, as something that was pretty much picked right up out of a kid's sketchbook. But here we are at Tesla Vibes, and you can all agree that Elon Musk must have had some speculations behind his radical design. So just as we mentioned in the beginning, why don't we take a look at the pickup trucks we've been seeing for a few years? When you speak of pickup trucks, which brand comes into your mind? Well, mostly Ford, right? If something else popped into your head, you could compare that too. When we look into those designs, it's pretty much obvious that the structure of the pickup trucks hasn't had a fresh design in 100 years. Yep, you guys surprised? It's been 100 years since we've been using pickup trucks. That's quite sad and at the same time surprising. Apart from improvements of slight curves or add-ons assisted by advancements in other fields, especially performance, there hasn't been a major design refresh for a truly long time. One must note that Ford F-Series pickup trucks have been the industry leaders for a really long time. The bulky-looking design we find in most of the conventional trucks is adapted across other competitors as well, especially brands like Dodge. Moreover, the differences in their performance tech are marginal and can often be boosted either with the company parts or with aftermarket options. This design redundancy has led buyers over time to become devoted to a brand fairly than a look, just because there's never much of a layout change in the vehicle's design. This can be seen when Marques Brownlee mentioned in his YouTube video why he chose to order the Cybertruck, while most people who once owned a Ford F-150 pickup truck just went on to purchase the F-150 again 5 years later and continued in the same boring loop forever. But there isn't a sharp requirement to shift to another brand. So there's a huge reason why Tesla chose this design. Still confused? Let's say that you're in the place of Tesla. And being Tesla, you're about to smash into an $81 billion rich pickup truck market that's crammed with very similar looking vehicles. Now, you might be getting it. The answer's pretty much clear. You just need to bring in a truck that looks like no other in the market. When one looks at it, he or she should feel like they definitely should have their hands on one. Digging into the limitations posed by the design, Tesla made some selections with the truck. They rethought the design of the vehicle straight from the basics and made some rings which led to this whole design. The material chosen for this purpose was ultra-hard 30x cold-rolled stainless steel in its pure form for the structure, and they agreed to develop the car with an exoskeleton rather than the traditional body-on-frame. To be precise, the exoskeleton means that the body and the frames are one and attached, unlike the body-on-frame where the body's in a different position that's ascended on the chassis. One of the most crucial benefits of this kind of frame structure is the availability of room within the truck that can be used to stock the battery stacks and other pieces of equipment. The benefits of the materials are that it avoids cuts, dents, and long-term corrosion. The many objectives of this frame design are lesser manufacturing, lesser assembly, and zero paint job costs. This literally makes the manufacturing procedure a little greener, which is certainly more profit points for Tesla. When coming to the overall aim of making the truck, the company has this dire need to be different and a considerable need to be cost-efficient while manufacturing. These two restrictions automatically lead to a reasonable and easy outcome. That's the radical design of the Cybertruck, which can be produced at a reasonable price. However, beyond all these justifications themselves, the car's layout is something that's rolled the eyes of so many, some with love and some with heavy distaste. We've tried to bring about the numerous aspects that influence Cybertruck's design through some facts and the opinions of its fans. At last, if I'm to sum up all the details of the Cybertruck, what doesn't make it special? In fact, every option on it is something every consumer ever wanted from a truck. And don't forget, it's an electric truck. We don't know for sure what Tesla's up to and what all the changes they might bring across the Cybertruck in the coming days, especially with questions arising about the truck being legal on the roads in the US due to the shape of the truck. Tesla might have to make some changes to their design, or maybe not. That's about it for today. Drop a like for the video if you're a huge fan of what Tesla's doing in the automotive industry. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more content just like this one. And while you're at it, turn on post notifications so you never miss out on any of our future uploads. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video and we'll meet again in the next one.